Hey, welcome back to our channel, Display of Color. And we've got some great things in store for you today. Scarlett is getting us logged on and she'll be with you shortly. And I'm going to get us pulled up here on YouTube.
What's your beautiful name?
Did I say my name?
I don't think you did. I don't know.
I thought I did. My name is Carrie.
Oh, maybe you did. I'm sorry.
I am Scarlett's lovely shop girl.
Okay. How is that? Do you see this?
Oh, it's great. Yeah.
Do you need to be down a little bit?
Yeah, pull it down just a hair. That's good. All right. Let me get this to live chat. And like. Give the thumbs up.
Alright, a little disclaimer, this is a live stream, so when you do the playback, just know you have every opportunity to go into your own personal settings and on, hey baby cakes! Happy Sunday Fun Day! And you can fast forward, slow down, keep a normal speed in your own settings on your, careful.
Sorry.
Oops, that's not good. Give me, for me, please. Hold on, you guys. Sorry, I'm going to adjust this real quick. Okay. So
Got a few people here with us.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So if you can just change it in your settings on the live stream playback, it automatically posts. So therefore, there is no editing or any of that jazz. It is what it is. You can hang out. You can listen to the live stream as if you were here, even though you missed it, and that's totally fine. Or like I said, you can put in your own tunes and watch it or whatnot. But they are live, so people can interact on real time and be able to see exactly step by step how things are done, how long they take, and all that jazz instead of being like fast forwarded in a pre-recorded situation.
So this is a 24-inch round cradle board that has been prepped and sanded and painted, and then I did 3 coats of gesso on it yesterday with a light 400 sand in between each coat to prep it for her.
400 sand grit. 400 grit. Sandpaper. Yes. And so this is a little bit tacky still, unfortunately, because I did such a thick layer of masking fluid. I did the stencil, and then we spray painted it black, because I am going to be using the solar color dust, which is like a thermal, like mood ring kind of thing where you touch it and it changes. I have all the videos that I've done using it linked in the description box below, so you can check that out as well and see all the other different things you can do with it. But you have to have a black background in order for this to show up. It has to be, for it to show up best, it has to be underneath black. So therefore, I wanted to show how you can do a white background or different colors, which I'm going to add, and have something, whatever you're going to put this spray on, to be specifically, hold up, it just wants to take my life space. Okay, can you do this so I'm not like straining?
Absolutely.
Thank you. So that way, you need to block the back of your face. There you go. And there it is. So that way you can see it correctly. I'm surprised you still have your face in so much, so I'm surprised it's even showing.
Girl. Shake well.
Okay. But first, I want to do some fun. I wanted some like airiness of color. This is like, there's 3 deer here and some trees, and this is all the foliage. So I got some colors of alcohol ink. I have 2 different brands. I have Brea Reese as well as Ranger, and those are also linked in my description box below. So the names are Clover, Botanical, Meadow, and Lettuce in the Ranger brand, Tim Holtz brand. And the Brea Reese brand colors are Kelly Green and Cobalt Green. So So I am going to be using 91 isopropyl alcohol. This is my baby. This is all I have. So I'm like pampering it like crazy. And
hi, shading.
Hi, shading. So again, it would normally be clear, but I put so much on and it's still kind of tacky. I honestly think it may go clearer versus this weird yellow, but I'm still going to try to kind of get away with it because, like I said, I put several coats on. I just wanted it thicker. Ah, Miss Clara.
Yep.
Hi.
Howdy.
So let's get started.
This lighting looks a little...
It is a little bit lighter because what I was doing here. So
just
I'm
checking.
just like, meh. It's a little whitewashed. If you want, I can change that.
That's fine. I was just checking to make sure it wasn't...
Okay. I'll just change it up just a hair.
I don't want my skin to be all washed out. Pale enough.
A little ghosty.
Yeah. Baby Cake says, ooh, solar color. Love it. How fun. Yep, yeah. Sunday fun day.
Yeah, this stuff is really expensive, and the biggest you can get is which is that bottle, which is the 2 fluid ounces. So that's the biggest that it comes, and it's like super expensive.
Do not spray in eyes.
It's a low PSI. So, and you definitely, and it's for airbrush, so you definitely want to, it says to do 7 to 10 coats, and you have to dry in between each coat, and it is a super tedious, laborious process. So therefore, you do not want to skimp on the coats. In fact, it would be best to do even over the 10 just to get the maximum coverage, and then you have to seal it with resin or some kind of sealant that is okay for it, because once it dries, it's like a powder and you can easily just wipe or brush or scratch it off. So you definitely have to seal it with resin, they suggest, or some kind of specific sealant that I don't know about, but resin's what I use and do, so that's what you do. I use Art Coat Resins, Stone Coat's Countertops Art Coat, and it's super high UV protected and all those good things, and long working time and everything else and all that jazz. So let me just tone down my wife's gorgeous little face. Apparently she's a little too bright. Okay. So, and let me just see about the
Claire just sent me an image of the 91% alcohol that they are selling at Walmart. And it's in a totally different bottle. I never would have recognized it.
Way.
So, thank you.
Thank you, Miss Clara. Sweet. Yay, because we're like dying here. I'm so happy to know that. Yay. Okay. So I also toned down the brightness on the Savon. So it's really dark. I don't, you know what I mean? So I don't know if I like it that dark, but it kind of looks dark, but it is what it is. So hopefully that works. But you can see the little Bambi.
Bambi.
Right there. Oh my goodness. I'm like, all I want to hit is okay, and it keeps bringing pop-ups, and so every time I try, a pop-up came up, and then it would hit that instead, and I was like, ah. Okay. Back to life, back to reality. Alright. And then, bam.
Yeah. Much better. Look at the color. Thank you, baby.
Yeah.
Can you make me tan?
You don't want some vampire in your blood?
Okay. Make me tan.
So like I said, normally this would go white, and you can see where it's like the black because of black underneath. But it's got this weird kind of yellowy, because like I said, I put a lot and I couldn't see, and I kept putting, and I was like, I can't tell. And I had my mask on and everything else because of the stuff. Oh, by the way, thank you, Miss Clara. Our ZucchiniKitty, did you say that?
Not yet. I asked her to.
Aw. That link that you just see is for our shout out. So our Painted Forward for 2021, I like to do to channels that I would like to support, or that need support, or if people have requested me, not on my live or during my live, but in a private message on my social media accounts, then I will give your channel a shout out if you want one. It's my way of paying it forward for 2021. And the person I have, her name's Karen, and her YouTube channel, actually, Miss Clara, it's one word. The ZucchiniKitty is not, there's no space between, but it has a capital Z and a capital K, and it's one word. So I don't know if, I hope I didn't mess that up in my description box below, but also that link's in there, and if it is, I'll change that. But that's the link, so it should take you there to her channel. And she's a colorist. She colors adult coloring books, and I think she dabbles in some like arts and crafts of card making per se, but I don't think it's on her channel. I've just seen her predominantly doing adult coloring books, and it's just, she does amazing things, and she has a lot of the ones I have, so I got really excited to find her channel, and she's just a really cool lady. Thank you. Yes, Miss Claire. So, okay, now that all that's out of the way, let's get to it. So, again, if you want the colors listed in the description box below is where they are. I've stated at the beginning of this video, but for those coming in or whatnot, we can try to repeat, but they are in the description box below for and the brands for anybody who is wanting to know. Because once I start pouring, I gotta do it. I can't stop. Okay.
There's no stopping us.
Ooh, this is like scary because of the thing.
No stopping.
So let's just pray that this doesn't what do you call it? You know what I'm saying?
Activate that stuff.
Yeah, because it's not fully dry. So we gotta do this.
Keep your fingers crossed.
Yeah. So this is all 91 isopropyl alcohol, and this is what makes your inks work. And don't breathe in. If airflow. I can't even tell you enough. Ventilation. This is some lettuce, and as well as real mask. If you can smell it through your mask, that is not a proper mask. You should not be able to smell any of the vapors or alcohol or anything. So that tells you it's probably a dust-only particles mask if you're using a construction worker type of mask or something like that. So,
this is the best one.
Yeah, well, the best one is the one I have, which is a full face mask, respirator mask. So yeah, this one, but preferably the full face mask because it covers your eyes as well. So that is personally the best one. You know, you always want to wear gloves. You do not want to have your skin touching alcohol and all these things. I mean, at your own risk, obviously, read your own warning labels and everything and do your own research. Don't rely on what you see other people do or hear other people do or whatever. Like, do your own research for your own safety and health, obvi. So, should be obvious, but apparently it's not.
And you should be used to wearing a mask anyway, so.
Well, no, not if they've never done it. Or if they're not doing resin, then they wouldn't be. But. And this is the Brea Reese, which they have like such huge chunkies. Woo! This comes out so like heavy. So I just wanted to show you the different ways that you can utilize. And in the Brea Reese caps, they have like a little nubby that you have to line up to plug that ginormous opening. So just be mindful of that too. Look at the tilt. You see the streaming? That tells you that's not level. And it's going that way. Okay? So,
there's nothing I can do about it at this point. Sorry. That's crazy.
So I try to have it on at the hot, you know, with it's the MDF board that I gessoed, so I try not to have, plus it's ceramic, then I can get away with heat, like full on heat, and not have to worry about it. But I try to have it on cool so it doesn't dry your alcohol as fast, let alone like barely tepid, you know, if you have to. If you can get a gun that has a gauge or something that allows you to, you know, change the temperature, that would be great. So I'm going to go kind of hard in the beginning because I just want to get some movement of where I want things on the board. And basically, where it's on, as far as where it goes to be moved with where it's, the alcohol will stay, is wherever there is no masking fluid blocking it. And then once this is dry, we will seal it, like I said, with oh, those are heavier inks or something on those. So I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I was noticing that.
Yeah.
Vamp is here.
Hi, Vamp!
She says, ooh, a forest. Gonna be awesome. Hi, ladies. Big hugs. Hello to everyone in the chat.
So I'm putting more alcohol up here just because I don't want this to stain up here. I still want my negative space, and I don't want that on all the staining. I do want it. There's a lot of alcohol, so this will take a little bit of time. Just going to try to keep my edges wispy, and by doing that, more so is by keeping more alcohol on the outside and then on the inside of your edges. And then when you want it to dry faster, that's when you put up your heat. Because I did want it to have like a fun fade off. So I do not have my mask on for this part, so you can hopefully hear me, but I definitely will have it on for when we do when I do the solar stuff, because that is highly toxic. Well, this all is, but even more so, I feel.
Now, are you in heat mode right now?
I have it a little bit warmer. I'm slowly turning up the heat because I'm still playing with the fade of it and where I want it to go. Exactly.
Gotcha.
Can you give me one of those paper towels?
Yeah. Vamp says her migraine went away last night. Just finished laying down a floor in the mudroom and walk-in closet. Big project's done. Check.
Now, you don't have to wait, baby, for me to understand you, because I can understand you. I highly doubt they can.
Okay. Good job, Vamp.
Sorry, I'm just
It's okay. You're doing great.
To hear what you're saying.
Vamp says, thanks, Carrie. Clara says, would you believe we can hear Carrie?
Huh? What are you saying?
My wife can't, but you can.
Huh?
They can hear me, but you can't.
Oh. No, I didn't hear what you were saying.
Yay, shading! Good for you.
I don't know what you're saying.
Well, I'm glad you're feeling better too, Vamp.
We'll soften these edges up by just placing more alcohol on them after I dry it. A weird texture going on with that. Interesting. If it has to do with the latex, rub it off on it, you know what I mean? Yeah. So part of me wonders this weirdness is from the masking fluid. I think starting a little bit of it maybe slipping off into the ink, which is fine because I could just dab that up like I said, or add more alcohol. It's just interesting. I normally wouldn't do that. Which is also why I'm taking the time to just kind of be slow about drying it. Sorry. Just slipped in.
It's looking good.
It's also the humidity. Because in this home, from all the, it's 100% humid today in the air, so that's part of it too. That's a bummer. But I do think a little bit of probably that the masking fluid probably got off on it. Which is a shame. Because part of me thought of just doing the thing and then doing the stencil with the black, you know what I mean? I thought about it, but... So I was like, what if it doesn't hit exactly where I want it to? With the trees, so that's why I was like, Woo! So I want texture. I don't want it like super smooth per se, because I want it to have some texture points because it is, like I said, foliage and stuff, so. We rarely have high humidity, so I've never had this struggle, but the world is crazy right now with our house, so normally it's not that problematic, but we've been in extreme weird high humidity, high freezing temperatures and snow and all that, so it's getting a little odd. I'm turning out my tool again. I might actually have to dabble on off because of the weird flow of it. You know what I mean?
There you go. Good job. So I asked Vamp if she was staging the house. She said she's on a schedule to list the house on her birthday.
Oh.
Closer to seeing y'all in Texas.
Happy birthday to her.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And I asked Vamp, are you staging the house virtually or with actual open house furniture? And she says she's living in it as she shows it.
Okay.
So she's not storing anything to be careful with funds. But her back is being triggered by stress and issues, so they're crazy lately.
Mm.
And Shading says I finally get to see hubby going up to stay with him for a week and leave Tuesday.
She what?
Shading is going to see her husband.
Oh, I didn't know her husband wasn't with her.
Yeah, remember
No, obviously not.
he and the baby, her daughter, I think.
What? Her daughter what? What year?
Is with him.
Where?
Shading, how far away is your husband?
Is there... I don't know, are they divorced? I'm confused. I'm not following.
No, they just haven't been able to see each other because of COVID, I think.
Why, though? I have obviously missed. Or don't remember or something, because you may have read it, quickly to me, and I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't recall.
Vamp says, once I get to Dallas, I'll just hide out for a year in my house. Right?
You're such a liar, Vamp. You know you ain't gonna hide out for a year.
You're gonna be all
house.
over the place.
You're gonna be constantly over at ATD. We're going to the bars with them. We're going to Miss Clara's. Yeah, there's some weird... So I think, like I said, part of it, the humidity is a big part, but I think a lot of it, too, is the weird, this thing.
Clara says, no, you won't. I'll drag your butt to come out and visit.
See? Told you.
Shading says 4 hours north.
Ah, hot, hot, hot.
Bam says Scarlett knows me so well.
I can't get this to go cold. I hate this heat gun. As usual. That's not my art. I can't get it to go cold. It's all done. Where is shading? Why can't shading be there? I'm so confused.
Shading, you're in Bakersfield, right?
Yeah, I remember her saying that.
Yeah. And her husband works 3 hours north of that. Or 4 hours north. And her daughter lives 3 hours north with fiance.
It doesn't tell me why she's not with them. Doesn't answer that question, so I'm not understanding why they still can't, why aren't they together, or what made her be in a different state, or than them. I'm just confused as to all that. Huh? What?
Nothing.
Can I paper towel quickly, please? Dude, that drop is like so crazy big.
Right.
Oh, this is gonna kill me. Can you get the cap on, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. No, come on. I need my 99, that little dropper thing, because this is like such a pain in the butt.
Do you have one or need it?
Yeah, it's up there with my alcohol. No, it's in that one. It says 91 on it.
This one?
Yes. Okay. So like I said, we have a ton of humidity up in here, but I honestly do think it's from, part of it is from the masking fluid not being fully dry. But you know what? More likely it's the humidity.
Still looks cool.
So when it beads up, when your alcohol inks,
Thank you.
yeah. When your alcohol inks you see that? It's like floating and beaded up. So when your alcohol inks do that, it's because your humidity in your area you're working or in where you live is way high, which causes the inks to like bead and not flow, which really is a shame because then this would be way better. But it's still cool. It's just not what it should be, what I know it should be. But we'll still work with it because we don't have a choice, right?
Roll with the punches.
Yeah. But just so you know, that's why it's doing that, and that's why you see me dabbing. That's why you see me dabbing up the beadedness, trying to lightly dab it without it making an obvious harsh line, leaving any lint in there or anything. I'm using my towels I use for my watercolor so I don't get fibers or as little fibers as possible, and it's really highly absorbent, so that's why I use this for my AI as well as my watercolor. So I can't get it to do as seamless of a flow as I would like, or that kind of wispy that I wanted because of that, so just so you know.
Still looks rad.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, even the alcohol itself is just like bloop, bloop, bloop. Which is weird. I've never seen the alcohol. I've always, you know, paid attention to the ink, so I never really paid attention to, but even the alcohol is.
Yeah.
And it is a little warm in here too, so I could feel it. I could feel it. I could feel it. Get your freeze on. Okay. I'm just trying to get anywhere there's some like beaded up area. Just kind of tapping around just because I can't really see some of it. And some of it I can. Where's the, yes, thank you. Where's that one part you just did? So I'm always going to go on the outside and squirt to the inside to try to keep my barrier of an edge so the ink goes this way but it doesn't come back out that way. My line stays lighter and lighter as I do it. And I just let the ink, you know, activate, because if you blow too quickly, then the ink's not going, let me try to turn it where you can see. Okay, so if you blow too quickly, then that ink isn't going to be able to really activate everything from below even. So just be mindful of that. This is also 91 isopropyl alcohol. It's just in a smaller bottle. But I label all my bottles, so that way no accidents happen. Safety first. So I'm always going to blow inward. And then blow back a little just to give it some. But I'm still going to try to keep that edge softer, you know, as possible so that the back fades and the darker is closer towards the trees. It's just kind of a back and forth motion to thin it out. Start getting a harsh line, blow against it. That way you push off. Unless you want that. I mean, I do like that sometimes where you have it like pile up and it's controlled and I purposely do it. And there's other times where I may not want it. So if you don't, just push opposite, you know, your air opposite against it. And watch it like push away. So. And then, so like I said, have to soften those weird bubbly bubbles. Where is my phone? I'm like, what am I doing with my things? Just trying to see. What I like and what I don't like. Just kind of going back and forth around.
Judy's here.
Huh?
Judy.
Ah, Miss Judy! Hi, Miss Judy. So that helped. Because it's so humid too, the lights, it gets really hot, you know, with the lights too on top of it. So I just put on a little bit of the air, AC, just to help like cool it down because I was starting to melt. Okay, so then I'm just gonna kind of hand. It's not the little one. I want the darker. Just gonna hand dot this. Hold on 1 second. Let me get a paintbrush. Just gonna get the darkest green right now that I have. Let's give it a little bit more depth. Is that Brea Reese Cobalt green. So I just wanna. Oh, this is too firm. I had soaped my this for doing something else, and I need a brush that's gonna bend. So hold it. Again. Let me push that in since I was left hanging wide open. Mommy. The drawer. No.
Oh, sorry.
I just want a little bit darker in some spots. Just to make sure it gets up in that. You know. And in between these bits. Ooh, do you hear that?
Yeah, we got some thunder. Looks good, baby. Welcome back, baby cakes.
Oh, where is she?
She was on the phone with her son.
Oh, well, that was fun. Wow.
I'm gonna pull this bad boy off for a little bit.
Okay.
Whoa.
Oh, bless you. Yeah.
How's the do? The do run, the do run. Thank you. It's a little messed up when I wear my mask. Thank you, baby. Now I can drink my tea.
Purple. Ooh, sorry. You better not.
Ow.
I'm sorry.
Ow!
I'm sorry.
Ow, she's pulling my hair.
Stop. You better not. Okay, sorry. Okay.
How you doing today, Judy?
Oops. My bad. Shot past my head.
Mm-hmm. I want to peel that stuff off so bad.
Oh.
Judy says she's good. Sleepy little hailstorm woke me too early.
Just clean my brush off a little bit.
Yeah, we had a hailstorm too, but I slept right through it.
Of course you did. You can sleep through anything. There's nothing new.
I'll sleep anywhere and sleep through anything.
So I'm just cleaning my brush with the alcohol. So I want it clean to try to add some just straight up alcohol on this area just to make it better. hate this thing when it does that. Oops. Let's change this.
Seems to be moving a little bit better.
Mm-hmm. The air temperature. Mm-hmm.
Go girl.
That just almost blew over.
Spin it?
Yeah, I just thought of that at the moment you said that. It's so funny. You could cut on mine. Okay.
Nice.
Alright. Thank you for bearing with me through all that. Alright. It's warm in here.
Nice, baby.
Thank you. Thank you.
I like it a lot.
I like it a lot. Okay. Make sure it's nice and dry. All
Are
right.
you gonna peel?
No.
Oh.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna seal this. You can hang out with the missus. You can hang out with the missus, and I'll be right back to seal this, and then we will peel.
Yay, we're gonna peel.
But I have to go outside to seal it, and I'm going to be sealing it. You can't even see me, I just realized. Okay. I'm going to be sealing it with the only thing I used for my AI or my watercolor to seal is the Crayon Gallery Series UV Archival Varnish. Only the matte or satin version. I never, ever, 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 ever use anything but those two versions, and they are perfect. You never have to be, you can be as light or heavy handed as you want. You never have to trip. It will 100% seal it as well as UV archival it. Your inks will not disappear. They will not change in color. They will be fine as long as it's 100% dry and 100% cooled off. Whatever surface you use, if you're using heat, just make sure it's 100% cooled off. Not just on the top, but all the way through. And spray it, dry it off, which I will be doing. But normally I just let it dry overnight or whatever, you know. And then you could do one nice heavy hand coat or a couple or whatever. I'm just going to do one quick one, dry it off, and then so that way I can cover, peel this stuff off, and then put the seal back on, or I mean the stencil back on, so that way we can get to the airbrushing part and be doing this, and then we will both be masked up for that for sure. So all you need is anything, your fingers, whatever. This is like a rubber eraser type of thingy that is meant to help you peel. It's almost like the same kind of rubber off the bottom of your shoe, a brand new shoe. And you can easily peel it off, or you can get a tool just to get it, and then, so, you'll see all that. But I will be back. Ooh, can you transition it so it's on your face?
Yeah. Maybe I can't reach it.
Here,
I got it.
hold this and I can get it. Here you go.
What's up, Doc fam? Okay, now that she did this, I gotta do that. I'll throw a level on that real quick too. Wow, you guys talk 3 times a day. That's great. But yeah, my little app that I was telling you about, you can see what houses are for sale around you and how much things are going for. And then you can punch in any address, and it's all MLS real time instead of like Zillow and all those other places. They're all third party, so they're not as up to date and current. And especially in these times, by the time you see something on Zillow, it's most likely under contract. So just FYI. But my app will give you real time, which is awesome. I gotta get my trusty little level, because she said something was going on. Yep, there it is. Something's going on, all right. Yep, I am glad she's not doing resin, because that would have flowed wrong. See, that way. Yeah, what's up with that? Pull that one out. My little shims come from a little cardboard. Just need a little bit. That's better. I need to fold that in half. Okay, well the app's good for long term. Text me when you want it and I'll send it over to you. I'm not going anywhere. Fold this one too. That's better. Okay. I think she'll be happy with that. Let's hope so. I re-leveled your Lazy Susan, my love.
I'm sorry? What did you say?
I said I re-leveled your Lazy Susan.
Thank you.
It was off a little bit.
Can you put this back on?
I sure can.
It turns and it doesn't like move.
Yep.
Careful your thumbs. Cause.
Well, that's gonna look so rad. I love your ideas.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and then watching them come to life. She's like, help me with the stencil. I'm like, okay. Do this to the board. I'm like, okay.
You hand me that so it doesn't spill.
Like, I know, but I didn't want it. And then I'm like, I never know exactly. She'll tell me what she's doing, but I can never actually see the visual. And I know she can. So I'm like, okay. As you wish. And then it's cool to kind of see it all come to life. Yeah. All right. That should be good, baby.
Okay, I'm gonna balance these in here just so they don't get messed with.
Okay.
Put them away.
Baby Cake says it is fun watching Scarlett's ideas come to life. Yeah, she blows me away with stuff. She's like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and I'm like, and then I'm gonna do this, and we're gonna do this and this and this. I'm like, okay, It's a lot of it's so over my head. And then when we do it, I'm like, oh, okay, I see it.
Oh, I see. Drip it on straight.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
know the thing's bent, but I mean straight as far as the. There you go. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so I'm gonna just again do this onto the this.
Do the this onto the this.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the this onto the this. For the most part, it's pretty dry, but... And then I need you to get the stencil.
Okay.
Okay, I'm tripping over. Kara's gonna be right back. She's gonna get me the stencil and the tape, the way we taped it and stuff.
Don't feel anything yet. I want to see it.
Okay, I'll probably have you actually feel it, babe. Aw, bless you, baby cakes. That's really sweet of you to say. It's always an adventure, that's for sure. See, I just feel like it's dark compared to what it looks like in real life, so let me try making the lights a little bit brighter again. I mean, maybe it's just the angle because my wife is a hobbit and she sees, you know, the screen's pushed down so far for her to see it that it looks weird to me, maybe. So let me just pull this up real quick. So this is facing you, from your view. You locked it, right, baby?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Like those greens don't look the green that I'm looking for. Hold on. So, not quite. Yeah, it's more like, ooh, I don't know. That might be too. Kind of like that, right? That looks a little more accurate. Oh, I don't know. This is hard to do the green. It's a little too intense, I think. Oh. It just bothers me when, like, you can't get the rest of the stuff right because everything else is, like, weird. Oh, there's just one foot there.
So if you didn't get a chance, give us a thumbs up while we're waiting to get the color sorted.
It's just weird. It's like the green's not showing up like it is. It's so weird. I'll just make it black and white for you guys. See, like it's like, look, I can hyper it or, but if it's just not. It's just not. That's as good as I can get. I'm so sorry that I can't figure out how to get it to work right. Little bit dreamy. Okay, sorry.
And the other thing, don't forget our ZucchiniKitty is our Paint It Forward today for 2021.
Alright, that's as good as I get. It's gonna just be all weirdy, blown out type of thing, I feel. I'm sorry. But at least it's a little bit brighter. So that helps. Okay. Ouch. Hey, Jess. Top ones is not. I wouldn't have minded a chair about this point, but that's okay. Okay. So again, this is just that. Is it on? Can you transition and then put this close?
I can't reach it.
Okay.
Here with this in the one.
All right.
Sorry.
It's okay.
My short little arms attached to my stubby little body.
Oh my god. Okay. Let me sink this down then.
Oh yeah, into the forest you go. Thanks, Claire. Let's post the ZucchiniKitty's link up again for us.
I'm going to turn it this way up now, so that way since you're on a different plane. Like if this thing falls. Hold on. This is going to fall. Sorry, everybody. Don't mean to make you
Don't fall.
car sick type of feel.
Don't get lost.
Why is this tilted? Help me. Help me. Help me. Right. picking up all the alcohol ink stuff real quick out of my way so I don't accidentally contaminate something. Oh, goodness, careful.
That's gonna leave a mark.
Those are my pencils. My colored pencils. Alright.
Okay, good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Close the door.
Okay, thank you.
Go, 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 go. Watch your this. Watch your this.
Mm-hmm. Back in the saddle.
I don't know why I keep getting caught. It gets stuck on that. Move, move, move. Okay. Okay. Woo! Okay. All right. All right. Here, baby. Can you do this? Can you?
I don't know.
Yes, like you can. Just hold and show. Make sure it's on there while I'm doing this, so my hand's not blocking. You see? Look at that.
Yeah,
So
your hand's blocking.
no kidding. That's what I'm asking you to do it, so my hand's not.
You should move your hand so they'll block my video.
Like, are you kidding me? That's so funny. Okay, so I need you on this side, which means you just did. There. There, that'll be good for now. So I'm just taking the corner, peeling it off, and just lightly, you know, until you get a catch. But like I said, there are several different layers on here, so I don't know what you're saying. Do I want to what?
Do you want this?
What is this?
This is an X-Acto knife.
No, why would I want that?
Oh.
And I'm not too worried about the edge of where there's white, because even though that spray is not going to be super reflective on those parts, and the tree bark, I'm going to paint, just hand paint with a paintbrush, alcohol ink onto the tree parts. So after I do this, the spraying thing, but I'm not tripping on that, like, you know, if it's really close, because that spray will block it and I can just easily touch it up. Now that it's sealed, it's not going to go anywhere. You know what I mean? It's not going to activate this ink unless I seriously hardcore mess with it. So, and I'm just going to lightly fill that in if the spray doesn't get that part type thing.
Wow, that looks so cool.
Yeah. See, and you can get a big chunk and just like start to peel, you know, like peel and scan. So you can use your finger, you don't have to have a fancy dancy tool, but it does help. And this is really thick, so it's even more so easy to do, but it does help to, you know, have this then, because after a while sometimes your finger can get raw depending on how big of a thing you're doing or how many times. Is it still a balance, please?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me. Okay, because I can't tell by where I'm sitting
No,
on the
you're
bar. And just read the feed to me if you may, if anybody's writing anything.
Nope.
Okay. People there?
Yep.
Okay. You guys alive? Because mine's on the same thing. Nobody's typing?
Huh.
Okay. Okay.
Judy says got here late. Is that stuff latex?
No.
No. Scarlett's allergic to latex, so.
But I have used, some masking fluids have latex in them, and I do use not only gloves, but my breather mask, stuff like that. And usually I have Carrie do this part when I know, because then once it's off the board, I can clean it and paint over it, and then it is okay. But usually I'll have my mask on and I'll have a full bunny suit on.
Clara says, let me in there. She likes to peel stuff.
I know.
Remember how much I never forget how much fun I had peeling off Addict's.
At Miss Clara's. Yeah, that she finally got to do alcohol ink, and Miss Clara finally got her to play with it, and
Judy says she knows that you're allergic to latex. She was worried.
Oh yeah, no. I am very hyper aware of making sure I'm careful because like I said, a lot of masking fluids, you know, some gum arabics didn't have that in it, and I'm fully bunny suited, make sure my skin's not exposed, and I definitely have my full respirator on and an EpiPen mirror. For sure. I mean, I am very hardcore about staying away from it. Not touching it.
So cool to see it revealed like that.
Yeah, it's neat, huh?
Yeah.
It's just really fun.
Get a girl.
Get a girl, get a girl, get a girl, get a girl. So, you can use, like, speaking of which, masking fluids and gum arabic, it's called something, like gum arabic or something, to, I don't think I'm using the term right. Maybe it's not called gum arabic. I feel like I'm going to say gum arabic though, but anywho, but there's different things you can use that'll allow you to be able to block if you want a watercolor or alcohol ink and you want to keep something from getting contaminated or getting color on it. You can easily use this kind of stuff, and there's ones that are colored, like I have pens, I have ones that in a jar where you can use like paint. I have like a fine liner ones, and like all different kinds, and some of mine are blue so that way you can see, or some are dry off white, and some dry clear so that way you can see, you know, where you're going if you want to, or if it's harder for you on a surface. I prefer those because then you can see where you've been and you're not like reactivating the same one once it dries. You're like, wait, did I get that? I'm not sure, you know, type thing. So oh yes, oh of course you do. Okay, love. Okay. Alright, baby.
That was quick.
Yeah, that was because someone's been getting it over and over and over the iPad all week long. That one day was a marathon, remember? So if you can go in there and help him. Yep. And then, yep. And then I could be by myself for because then I'll have a face mask. You know, they can't hear me, but I don't know what he's saying.
He wants to play with his states now.
Oh, his United States? Okay. Our toddler is telling us he's done with quiet time. And that he would like to play with his states now, which is he has 3 United States puzzles, small, medium, and large. Well, I should say like medium, large, and extra large, because they're kind of big. And he likes putting them all together in different ways, and he likes and he, you know, knows all 50 states and all their capitals, state capitals by heart. So he's our little 3-year-old wonder, I like to call him. Well, every year he grows. It's like 1 year wonder, 3 year wonder, whatever. But, so he's obsessed. Yeah, thanks, baby cakes. He is. He's very cute. So. See, and I just pull it off of here when it starts gunking up too thick. And then, you know, just make it a little ball. And then I throw that away. Alright, there we go. So I'm pretty sure I got all the spots. I'm just going to quickly kind of go over and see on the edges. So it looks like everything's done, so that's good. So as you see, this is the scene. Those are the cutie little baby deer. Mama and the daddy deer, maybe, and the baby deer or something. And it's the round, and it's on. So now with this part, I'm going to put the stencil back. I spray my stencil with a tacky, it's like a easy tack, I think is what you call it, or something like that. It's by, I think it's by Cradle as well. I'll show it to you in just a moment. And I spray my stencils so that way they stick really well and hold, and then I put white, you know, a paper to block everything else, just so the excess spray from the airbrush doesn't get onto that. And then, you know, the, where is it? There you go, the airbrush thingy. And then I'm going to be doing the layers of this. So I will have my mask on, and I will, well, maybe you can hear me. I think you guys were saying you can hear. Thank you, Shading. I think, what up, Jots? I think you can hear if we talk, maybe, possibly. But if you can't, and if you don't want to hear the noise of the, every now and then the compressor will be like, you know what I mean? The air compressor, the air thingy thing. But so wherever it's black, not where it's white, but the black part is going to be this stuff. And then, like I said, for these, I'm going to hand paint the brown on the actual branches and stuff. So, let me just get this set up, the stencil on here, and I'll grab that can to show you what spray I use for the ticky tacky spray to keep it stuck really well. That's what helps, you know, so that way there's no like seepage coming through or whatever. Oh, thank you, Shading. Oh, yeah, Rose Uncle. Oh, cool. Ooh, glad you got a big order. Oh, Tater. Polymer clay. Jots, oh, how fun. You're doing a polymer clay, you finish, and it's ooh, I won't say that out loud then, but oh, a surprise for someone. Oh, wow, that's for tonight. Great. Oh, how exciting. I hope you post a pic of it online. Let me get this. Let me watch this cord. Move the cord. Give me a second. Just give me 1 second to transition. There we go. Okay. So as you see, ooh, very stuck. So this side is very sticky. It's a re-stickable. That's the whole point of the spray. And then
I had originally spray painted it with the black, so that's why my stencil is black. So all I have to do now is just line it up again, match it all up.
Need some help?
Yeah, I just need to match it. It's slightly off, I think. Yeah, I'm slightly off. Oops. I didn't have it on a round lazy Susan-y thingy thing when I did it, so first time. You can tell. Yeah, it's off right here. You see? Oops, oops.
You want to take it off the Lazy Susan?
No.
Oh, that looks good, baby.
Yeah, I just see a little bit of white though, which is weird, right? You see on the bottom? I think it needs to be slightly up. Oh. Oh, my eyes. I don't know what it is about the side, but you see how I'm saying?
Yeah.
Woo!
Let me try something real quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna take it off the Lazy Susan.
Okay, it's not about the turning, it's about this. You know? It's about the tray being in my way. Hold up, everybody. I'll get it.
Yeah.
I know. Can't get this to turn. See, I feel like this is not going to line up right, see? It's just the side, like when I line it on here, something is up about that side. It gets caught on something. Do you notice that? When I let it go, it moves. Do you see?
Yeah.
I'm
That looks
saying.
better. That looks better.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
all the white hair, it's not on there perfectly. It's bumming me out. Okay. Baby, it's not on there perfectly.
Okay. It's right here.
It's off. I know, I know. I know. I don't know what's going on. I can't get this. I mean, I literally did all this myself, the whole other.
Right, but it's
50.
spinning on you too, and that doesn't help.
Okay. How about you remove the tray? 'Cause that's what I need out of my way. It's the tray.
Okay.
Yeah. The Lazy Susan was great. The tray is right now. I need to scrape the resin, but I'll just have to re-level it if you don't mind.
No, I don't mind at all.
The tray back on. Sorry, everyone. Thank you for bearing with us. And again, if you're at home watching the playback, you can fast forward to a little heart's content.
What do you think? It looks tight. It's
Why
reflection.
do I see white?
Because it's from where the paint, it's the edge of the template, not the...
Oh, so I had it right the very first time then.
Yeah.
You need to change your glove. Okay, sorry about that. I guess 50,000 years ago I could have had it been starting. My bad.
Mike could go up just a hair on the left. But I really think it's as good as it's gonna get.
I just see so much white all on the left, all on the lefts. You know what I mean? That's what I was like, what in the world? Because the stencil, when you hold it up, isn't white. That's why I'm like, no, I think it's the white of the trees. You gotta hold the stencil, yeah, so you don't peel up the wrong thing. You should move your hand and not have such a strain on there. Otherwise, you can risk piddling up my coloring. Like, oh, what is that? Oh, sorry. I thought it smeared over. What? See all that white? That's the rim of the border, so you need to cover that. You're off. And then you go to the left. Or, I'm sorry, right, and then and up. Up. Sorry, everyone. This normally does not take this long at all. Right there. Ooh. It's all here except for that part. See? You gotta pull it down and over. Over. This needs to go over. You're not listening to me. No. No.
I'm gonna give it back to you. I'm gonna give it back to you.
Thanks.
I think it's almost dead on. I don't think it's gonna be huge.
There isn't a huge difference. This is all not. Thanks for trying. You just gotta pivot it some and just get it right on there.
Ooh, good job, baby.
As good as I can get. It's this little tippy tips, but is at least majority of the whole. Yay, everybody. Oh, you can't even see my black gloves. Yay, kiddos. Alright, so, hope everybody's still awake and alive who are here during the live.
Hey, Lisa. Shading says that's gorgeous. Sorry I had resin on my gloves working on a big
That's a long time ago. Can you pick it up and push it into me? Because it'll stick on that arm for me. Okay. Oops. Cord. The cord. Okay. I need this to hold so it doesn't hit things pop like that. Alright, here we go. So, this is super dangerous. You know why I'm putting that on my... Where's the bag?
Playing quietly. He's good.
Okay.
Working on the States.
Can you see it? Okay.
Yep. Baby Cake says woo woo.
Okay, so, right. Okay. So now... Where is the missus? Baby, move this for me. I need that for my thing. Yeah, no.
will get me in this beautiful chameleon.
Okay. Alright, so again, if you hear the air compressor, just know it will eventually shut off. It just randomly will come on and off.
I know.
So I'll try not to talk during when you hear that. But I'm sorry, I know most of you probably are like, dude, just put it on, who cares, not a big deal, but it is a big deal to me. Having this on correctly, especially because this needs, all the part needs to be black. So I appreciate your patience for those of you who are actually here during the live and can't fast forward. But you super shake this vigorously, and then you're going to put it into your, baby.
I'm sorry.
It's probably not a good place. You're going to pour it into your, this. You do not dilute it. You do not add water or nothing. You cannot put paint in with this, mix it with anything. It literally has to be by itself. And again, the best thing to spray it onto is black. So you're going to put a little bit in. And then you are going to have to hear the dryer. You can mute if you want. The dryer. The
Compressor.
No, I don't have any tape on this. Can you hold this for me?
Yeah.
No, this. What do you call this?
Heat gun.
Yes. And it has to be on cold because you do not want your stencil or whatever to burn, melt. And these heat guns can literally melt things. So you definitely want it barely tempered, which is what takes longer too, is the cold of the, it's a process. But minimum 7 to 10 layers. And I gotta get my thing to do cold.
You want me to tape at the top drawer?
It's the orange tape.
Okay.
You need the orange tape on it. Cut it off if you can. Yay! It's on colder now, finally. So that's nice. Alright, get a little water. I can't get my thing down.
Okay. Would you like me to get it for you? Alright.
Yes, please. And then we're going to need our masks on, so again, you may not be able to understand us, but this, you don't want this liquid crystal solar color dust liquid crystal sprayable at all to breathe in. Yes. Thank you.
Okay. Ella?
Okay.
Alright.
So if there's any questions, ask them now.
They can hear me.
Okay, well, if there's any questions, she could type you, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So, just remember, she can type you in the feed. So if you have questions, bold the question, and then the mods or could type them out. And here we go. First layer. Where is it? First layer. Right now. The hair. Okay. Why is it doing that? It's not spraying and it's bubbling.
I know.
That's not good. That was gonna. Weird, right? What made it do that?
It wasn't on tight enough.
Is it now?
The needle. Uh-huh.
Okay, there we go again. There we go.
Better?
Yeah.
Alright. Glad I could be of service.
Yeah, thank you. First layer.
I'll count.
Straight. Hold it straight. Oh, it's stuck on there. And you can see where this, hold it straight. You can see where this dries because it changes color. That's how you know it's drying. Even the first layer, it already changes color. Don't touch that. I can't tell, baby. Where's the thing? Can you see? Huh? It's in a small window. I know, but can they see? Yeah. Because I'm 50 miles away from that window, so I'm just looking for. So even the first, if you can write that, even the first spray. If you can write that. I sure can. As soon as you. I know. It's so nice to be able to have it like stuck firmly, you know, versus not firmly when I have to do it myself, you know, and I can't have the time to like remember because I had to flip that like the jerk. Oh, that was horrible. That was torture. This is supposed to be people over as we get comes up on that. Number 2. Where's your number? Oh, both. Okay, focus. Where's the guy? She's so crazy. Baby Christmas, she was smoking her toes around. That's why she's supposed to read the text. So, typing. That's what you're supposed to read. I wrote 2, and I wrote dos, and I wrote, she's so crazy. That's not crazy. Oh, what's that? Oh, those are different. That's crazy. I need to learn my emojis, apparently. Is there an emoji school I could go to? That was closer to being able to hear you better.
Baby Tank says that stuff is wicked cool. And it is, it really is. I said, for real, wish they sold it by the gallon.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish it did sell for the gallon. This is really rad. Ooh, I don't know if you guys watch like Disney movies, like the movies, you know. But we finally saw Mulan, the actual, not the animation version, but the movie version.
Oh, Mulan.
Uh huh. And it was awesome. So this is 3. Layer 3. Shades all 3.
Perfect. Good job, baby. Baby Tank says, love cigarettes. Very blue is here.
This is our favorite stuff, Lori.
Yeah. She said, you know you're killing me. I'm going to have to get my liquid crystal back out now. I've managed to put it away for a few days. I absolutely love what I see so far.
Oh, thank you.
Larry says, LOL, I just keep trying it on everything in my house.
Right? It's so rad. Okay, number 4. 4.
Here we go.
Here we go, here we go. Oops, let me move you back a little bit. Hold this, baby, so it doesn't fall. Can you use this in thank you? I don't know if you need to pull that leg out, actually.
Well,
No, if it's sunk. Hold up. Oh no, it all came off because it stuck to my finger.
Hold up, wait a minute. Let me put some solar dust in it.
Alright, shake it again. And vigorously. Put some of this bad boy in it. I don't fill it all the way topping like this because, you know, I don't want it to spill out because my thingy doesn't really stay on, so I just kind of glue it on or tape it on. Just FYI. So, just so you know. Okay. Here we go.
Judy says.
That's why, Miss Judy, we told you to read the text. Because we already said in the beginning that you won't be able to hear us with the guns and the airbrush compressor and our masks. So but we can type you, which is why Carrie keeps typing. We already started. That was it. That was. I don't know if she was going to hang it. Oh, she did. Oh, we can have my humming in it. But I'm humming with the actual song. That's interesting. I thought I could get away with not humming something that was real because they wouldn't hear me. Back in position. Correctly, please. Let me know if it's not back in position correctly, please. Oh, it is. Is it actually keep on the speed?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, thank you. Because I can't. It's so far away I can't tell. I'm struggling. Sorry, I couldn't, in my hand. Thank you. Alright, so that was 4, right? Now we're on 5. Where's my hand where there's white enough to see? There you go. 5. 5.
Thank you, Susan. I will. On my videos.
Alright, Stace. 5 plus 1. 5 plus 1. Stace. Sometimes it's like you can't tell, get in the little cracky cracks. The other thing is when you're drying it and you see it, you can see the color change. And then as you watch a color change, you know, it goes the hardest one's going to be like purple, right? But, and then eventually you'll get black when it gets cold, blah, blah, blah. But like, as you see it fade, some of that, like if it's puddled a little bit or thicker spots, you want to keep that, you don't want to move it and then go back because it can dry in a weird like little coagulation spot. So you know, and be a kind of a texture and kind of mess it up. So you want to just hold your air gun like steady, or your heating tool, whatever you're using. And, you know, have the cold air on it and just let it dry, but just in a flow. So as you see that color change to purple, the top layer is drying, but then the underneath layer will dry, so you'll see it transition to those oranges and browns and greens and blues and reds and yellows, and then the purple again. So you'll see like 2 times of changing to purple when you know it's thoroughly dry. Hope you heard me.
Did you know that?
Yeah. Oh, bye, Lori. Have fun uploading. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah. Definitely check out the beginning, and that'll be super cool.
Claire said she heard it.
Oh, cool. Yay! Okay, thank you. So as you see it like fade away, you know. And I just watch it like push over the color. Before I move my heating tool. I legit thought I had an eyeball, but it just comes down. I was like, don't put an eyeball the other way. Alrighty. Yep. 7. Shaky, 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 shake. Shake, shake. Shaky, shaky, shake. Again. Again. Alrighty. So it really is pertinent that you do dry it. I know it seems painstaking, especially to watch on a live stream, but it just shows you the amount of time that is involved in doing this. So if you're thinking about it, and to do it smoothly, because if you're impatient, like I said, then those textures, they won't dry right, and it'll show like a crusty, like dead skin texture look, and then it just keeps piling and piling every layer, so it does not look cute, and you can't get rid of it. So you definitely want to take the time. This is not something to really rush through. And again, it's not cheap. It's one of those kinds of things, depending on what you're doing, that can really push your limits, especially this specific one is the lowest, the thinnest they have, I think. It's the low PSI, so it's like super, it's like, feels like it's thinner than regular water, honestly. So that's kind of like intense, but it doesn't, you know, your back hurts, your neck hurts, your arms hurt after a while, but so imagine doing like a huge piece, just be aware of that. I just need to make sure that was dry.
Chad said, who doesn't want the crusty dead skin look?
Well, I don't, because it looks funky, Comedina. But maybe that's your thing. You're right, Jots. That could totally be a thing that you're like going for. So that's true. You know, and I can't tell if I'm doing that. Oopsie. And the other thing, just a real quick, if anybody ever sees Holly Green Giant, I forget, she changed her name a while back for the YouTube thingies, but I haven't seen her in a long hot minute. So if anybody sees her, just tell her I said hi, and we send her love, and we always pray for her and her son and her family. So her son, you know, battled cancer and everything. So I always worry about them during all this and make sure they're okay. And so if anybody knows or sees her or anything like that, if you guys remember, her original name was, back in the day, was Holly Green Giant. I'd really appreciate you just telling her we pray about her every day and their family, and think about them always. So. Oh, cool, Lori. Yay, glad you're back. That's rad. Okay. You see where the stencils are up there? The top? Now, what is it? Yeah. I don't know if we can back the stencils on the shelf. Yeah, in the pull-out tray behind it, there's a easy pop spray, tie-on. If you don't mind bringing that, I forgot to grab it to show. See when I put on the back of the stencil so it sticks?
It's 7.
Huh?
That's 7.
Yeah. I'm sure that that's a drawing. Yeah, and the back behind all that. The chain. Yes. Bring that here and put it right there. Yes. Thank you. Yeah. of you gotta figure out the angle and make it dry. Hopefully it's not in here. Okay. So 7 is the bare minimum. Oh, there. 7 is the bare minimum of spraying. Now we're definitely going to do at least 10 because the more the merrier. But I don't know if you can see that actually. I can't tell what you can see. Oh, I'm going to move this down a little bit. Let's probably a little whitewash this. Ugh. But you see how the more will be better. That'll be darker, easier and stuff. Hold up, baby.
Coming.
So real quick. This is the Easy Tack that I forgot to show. Oh, sorry, I forget this is on. So the Krylon Easy Tack, and this is what I spray on my stencils, and then I let it dry for a good like hour, especially if you're heavy-handed a little bit more so, but try to be light, but I mean light to medium. It's spray, and then just let it set for a good hour or two just to like tack up without it being excessively sticky, and then touch it to see, you know, how like strong of a hold it is, because it can get really strong if you put a lot on this. So I'd wait an hour or two, and then usually it should be fine, and then just put it on whatever surface, like paper even. I put on, you know, Yupo paper, watercolor paper, stuff like that, just lighter with paper, of course. But this stuff is awesome. But you can't do it too strong, so be careful. Yes, Miss Monica. Hi, Miss Monica. Yes, the liquid crystal airbrush is airbrush. It's called a solar color dust. So solar color, and then that word says dust. It's in yellow. And then it says liquid color crystal sprayable, and it's the low PSI. Okay, so now we're going to be doing 8, and again the texting will happen when the things go on and you can't hear. You could type whatever questions or whatever, and my wife will respond, or the moms can respond and answer if they know the answer. Otherwise, the missus will. Okay. All right. 8 is ocho. Oh, yes. Thank you, Shading. Yes, Lori, the Easy Tack tip. That's why even more so I wanted to show, too. I'm glad you're here. Yes, this stuff's the bomb. So definitely get it. It's by Krylon as well. So, yes. I love this stuff. So, okay.
You saw Monica's creativities?
Yeah, I'm so excited. Okay, so, I don't know if you guys can see, but as it changes and the temperature cools, like you don't have to touch it. It will change just by the temperature itself.
I'm coming, son.
And, just by the temperature itself, it'll change. And then, so even though I'm going to do resin, and especially because my resin that I use is thicker, Even more so, I want to do the max, which is, in my opinion, the minimum, which is the 10 layers, 7 to 10 layers. And, but I like going over that because then it's really strong and obvious. And just the temperature of your room changing or sunlight, you know, or whatever will make it change. So it's really obvious. It's really awesome. And so all day long, I watch my pieces just do that. Just change different depending on the temperature of the home. It's rad. And it doesn't need, of course, like any art, you don't want to put in direct sunlight, and it doesn't need to be. Okay. So, ocho. Back to the ocho. Oh. Hold on, let me get you go. There. And when it's coldest, it turns black. I don't know if you guys had mood rings when you were a kid, but basically if your hands were cold, the ring would go black. So the colder it is, the black it is. Some super high, I've seen, if you watch my videos, which are just linked in the description box below, of all the ones I've used with this product, you will see when I use the heat gun, that's like super hot heat gun. It will go like hyper pink, hyper blue, hyper purple, like just crazy colors. So it has, I think, a range of, I think it's 12 colors or something like that for this specific, yeah, it's a 12 color. So it does 12 different colors. Alright, here we go on number 9. There we go. Oh, thank you, Shady. That's so sweet of you. Hello. Yes, man. How did you guys hear that? That's so crazy. Okay, so now, oh my back. Okay, so this, then, very good. I have to fill this back up. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so that was 10. And this is 11. Oh, look at that. Coming to the end. Coming to the end. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Let's try to clean my gun out. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that was 11 to clean my gun, but to get the rest out. But I cannot end on an even or an odd number. I have to. I'll recheck, by the way. I have to have an even number minimum, so sorry about that. So I'm gonna put a couple drops in here, and then I'm just gonna do 12 as the final, because I'm mostly crazy like that. And like I said, you can never go wrong with having more than the bare minimums of the shading, so, you know, it's a good thing. Okay, 12. So we're on 11, now we're doing 12, so 12. It's on 12, Kara. We're not on 11, we're on 12. It's 12 now, Carrie. It is buzzing. Okay, so this stuff is so fun. Super fun. Alrighty. So now I am so grateful I have a little more to be able to do my other one I want to do, so that's really cool. Gracias. Alright, here's the bigger wheel. Oh no! That's not good. Ooh, I've never had that. That's not good. It made a weird right there. It's peeling up like a skin. I've never had that before. That doesn't make sense. That's so odd. Hey, babe? Why would that be? Babe! What do you mean peel it? It's literally bringing up the thing. It's never done that. I don't understand. That is the oddest. It's like bringing up a layer with it. That is the weirdest thing. Oh, it's messing up my thing. What? I don't know if you can see this, but when I started to peel, it literally has like a skin that came up, and I've never had that happen ever. So I don't understand what that's about. It's never done that. I don't know if I should have waited or I don't know.
What happened?
It literally is pulling up the layer of the spray with it, with the stencil. I don't understand.
Let me
look at wherever I went. It made it. You see how I'm having to, how I had to press so it would stay. So it's like we need to do a.
I don't know if with my X-Acto.
Right, but I don't want. That's super odd. But look at it, messed up. But it won't thermal. Look at now. You see what I'm saying?
What the heck?
I don't know. I've never had to do this. Like, it's kind of thermal, but not really. Like, it's weird. So I wonder if I should spray it again and then you go over. I don't know why I did that, though. I've never, ever had it do that. I don't know if I should just wait 2 seconds, but I mean, that doesn't make sense. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, at least, but I've never... Hold on. Let me get this off because it's suffocating me. At least I've never waited. I've never waited to remove this, and I've done this several times, or a few times, like 4 times or something. So I've never had to wait. So that's really odd that it would somehow make a skin, it's like a skin. That's so odd. But I'm wondering if I should do like a spray again then, if it's...
I think you should. I think you should spray over those spots.
Just like set
and then what I'll do is I'll come in with the X-Acto knife.
And then just edge around just in case.
Edge around it all, yeah.
That's so odd. Why would it
just
do
so
that,
we can
though?
save the whole stencil.
Yeah, but like, why would it do that?
I don't know.
That's so odd. Okay, well, I'm going to spray these again because it lifted it, so now it's not even really, I mean, it is thermal, but not really, and I'm trying to press it down, and it's not, like, you can see, like, the lightest of thermal.
Now, isn't that the color it's supposed to be when it's...
No, baby, look at the rest of this stuff. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It should have stayed purple, but the moment
Where's the piece that
I peeled it...
Huh? Was there a layer that came off of it?
Yeah, when I peeled it, it was like a skin,
okay.
And so when it peeled up, then it's white film, and then it won't like stay back down. I mean,
okay, respray it, and then I'll hit it with the X-Acto.
Okay.
I'll spend a couple hours getting out all those details.
Well, it shouldn't be a couple hours. It should just be like a quick little liner.
But not inside all of these little...
Yeah, it's just a little trace. You're not cutting my board.
I know.
You're just... So it should be very simple and quick. I could do it, in fact. It's...
Okay.
So, I mean, to picture... That just doesn't make any sense. That's so odd. I've never had that happen. And you know, I'm out here with the stupid stencils all the time. Yeah. Okay, let me get my mask back on.
Good job, baby.
Right? I was like all excited for the reveal, everyone, and then it just went wah wah.
We will record the reveal, though.
Wait, hold on. Lori's saying something. Oh. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the weird thing is it, Lori, it lifted. She's saying when I
read it.
I have had a spot, or two, that I messed up and turned white. It didn't turn dark again, and it did not turn dark again when she sprayed over it.
So what stops it?
Yeah, Vamp, there was it's like a weird skin layer that came off. It's the weirdest thing. I've never had this happen. This is such a trip.
You should send this, you should take a quick little video and send it to the company. Yeah. I'm going to take a quick little video. Hang on.
Okay, I just want to... Elisa, she's got to go. Oh, thank you, Jots. Happy birthday to your mom, and have a great night. That's so exciting, and I hope you show the pics and stuff and how happy she is. Yeah, I'll get it figured out. That it's just odd. I honestly have no clue why that happened. I've never had that happen. That's the weirdest thing. But I am just going to do a light line with an X-Acto blade all around the stencil part. Just that, trace it basically. I don't want to obviously cut into my piece, but just enough to trace it so that way nothing does pull up. I don't know. That's super weird.
Spray it. See if it'll stick.
Yeah, I'm gonna, but yeah, see, I don't know. If I could have something to press it down, like something that isn't sticky, but soft enough to, I have silicone brushes, in my, let's see, I think, where are my silicone? They're like 4 silicone brush.
For this?
Okay. I was talking about like little, actually a different kind, but at least, because this is pretty flimsy, and my silicone brushes are like, they're gray tipped. I forget, they're, oh, if you go in my, look at me. Sure, let me try that for now.
It's pretty hard.
But if you go to my, where my watercolor paintbrushes are, can you please push in my drawers? You're just leaving everything open, thank you. To the left, don't pull that out so far, it will fall. To the left, love, and the bottom, they're black handled and then tiny little pushy silver. It's like a light gray ends, and they're really small, but they're a silicone. Okay, so when I press this, I'm worried about, ooh, yeah, scratching. See, that's why I'm worried about, like, it damaging if I press, yes, thank you. Maybe this one. I'm just trying to see if I pat it enough, it'll stick. The odd thing is, see, I don't use hot air, so it's not like I'm melting or ballooning it up to where it would peel, you know what I mean? And I've never, ever had this problem. But that's the thing. Like she said, I noticed if you have a white, that's what I was saying, if you get a white spot, like it stays white, remember? And it shows the texture. So you could spray over it a layer after layer after layer, and it will change back to thermal. But you'll see that texture no matter what. You can't get rid of that deformity, in a sense. If that makes sense. That's a little bit better of a made sense thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, so this is super, super odd. I just need it to press down. Part of me does want to kind of heat it, but the plastic will melt, so I can't. Okay, so that's lame. Just wondering what I would do with that. You see how it's like not wanting to change it either? Yeah, and the air system is cold, so it's not like super hot or whatever. That's so odd. And that really, really sucks. Oops, I need to put more in. No, Lori, I don't think so. In fact, with the other stencils are just as super elaborate of the different things I've done, and I've used way thicker. Like I use car paint with the stencils, and this is just some random weird fluke. It's just like odd. You know, and I've done even more layers before, so I'm just not understanding. I'm way thicker, heavier layers, so. It's just, I don't know, that's just so weird.
Try to do more layers on that. Try to just fix them.
It will change. The whole thing won't thermo the right way if I do. Just, yeah. I have to do all layers on everything. Okay. Start again. Oh no, you're making sense. Like I 100% agree. You're totally making sense, Lori. You're totally making sense. But I just know I've worked with this with all sorts of the stencils, and they've never been a problem, as well as like different thicknesses of paints, airbrushing paints, like my jellyfish one. Those were a lot thicker, and I went with different medium consistencies of painting all that and then putting this on. So it's just, I don't know, it's just like some freak thing. Oh, right. I know, totally. Like, so, such a bummer that it messed up. I'm like, no! So, we'll see. Hopefully, we can just figure it out. And like I said, I know if I just traced it, outlined it with a X-Acto blade all the way around, just super light, then it should just stay down. You know what I mean? It's just tedious and one extra long, lengthy step. But thank you, Lori, and everyone. Yes, I just sprayed the solar, Miss Monica, I just sprayed the solar dust again. I know. So I'm going to dry it again. That was that spot that was like super problematic, and that I tore it, like punctured it through to stay down. So I was really trying to get in that crack to try to make it so low with this new blend. It definitely makes it harder to dry, you know, when it's all crinkly and it won't, like, makes it a lot harder. Okay, so it has like a weird crinkle texture through this part, but it is what it is, you know. I'm definitely doing it a lot thicker than I normally would. Well, kind of. I mean, what is this? 14? Yeah. 14? I think. Well, 11, 12, 13, 15. No. 11, 12, 13, 14. 14, I think. That's what we're on. At this point, I'm trying to get thick enough to try to help layer that because, like I said, I'm just going to go through a line anyway with the X-Acto knife around all the parts. Thank you, baby. Thank you, Miss Brea. That's so weird. The only thing I could think of is, I honestly can't think of anything. I don't understand why that happened. But I do wonder if it's like, I think maybe it's too thin of a stencil maybe, but then I'm like, nope. Because I can clearly feel and see a rise in it. So I don't quite get how that happened. But yeah, but I think I'll go to round. I do feel like spraying one more time just to help flatten that look of the bumps out right there. I know this is like forever winded long video, so I'm sorry for whomever's here. Thank you so much, Lori. Appreciate it. Also, I'm like, what is that? Oh. me see something. Okay, so basically, I think you'd be just safe. On some parts, it's, for some reason, in a sense, sticking layer, which, again, I don't know why that is, to the stencil versus the stay on the board. I don't know, so it's interesting. So I'm just gonna take my tool and have to work around the entire stencil just to kind of save it, because basically if I ripped it off, it would, and it peels up, then it removes the whole point of the thermal, right? So I'm just gonna have to like trace like this whole thing, like the whole thing with the blade, and just really light, just to make sure that it stays free of the edge, you know, the edge of the where the stencil meets. I have to be really careful because as basically it's like a skin if it gets peeled up by this itself, and then it turns white, and again, even with the black underneath, it doesn't stick, so it shows. And as you can see, this part, for example, that completely peeled up, and me spraying it, you know, wetted it to stick back down. Hold on, let it focus. Come on, there it goes. So you can see that it created like a speckled, a little bit of crackle right there, kind of texture, and then closest to the edge, it has that white, which is what came up when I tried to pull it up, like all on the edge. So I think if I trace, just to make sure on some of these that, like I said, stuck for some reason, maybe if this stencil was a little bit thicker or something, maybe it wouldn't have, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I've had thinner that I used, and it didn't, just as thin as the stencil, or slightly thinner, honestly, and I didn't have this problem. So I don't know, it's just a freak thing, and I'm not quite really sure what happened to understand like the issue so I can prevent it from next time. Or you know what, maybe it's the black it's sticking to of the spray. Again, I've sprayed my other ones black before, but I used airbrush paint when I did it, and this spray, I think my wife used a regular just black spray paint, so I don't know if maybe that's why it's sticking more for some reason. I don't know. Like I said, either way, I mean, I'm sprayed it black and painted, like, I don't get it. So thank you for bearing with me, for all those who stuck around this long, and hopefully on the live, those of you could just like fast forward or whatever. But yeah, I won't torture you by tracing all this out. I will do a final reveal, follow me on Instagram and my Facebook, which are linked in the description box below. My Etsy is as well, but I definitely need to update it. But basically, any art you see that I do that isn't a commission piece or a gift or whatever is for sale. So hit me up, DM me or PM me in my business Facebooks or my Instagram. If there's anything, if you want to commission or if you want to find out pricing or if anything's for sale, what it is, I can send you pics, blah, blah, blah. But please thumbs up the channel and like it, you know, put your notifications to allow all, so that way you can get notified when we go live or when I post record videos. And the weather's been kind of hokey here for the past few weeks, almost a month, so it's been kind of crazy. But when we get the time, you know, I will obviously try to edit and everything else. So, and look forward to seeing some of my envelope and card making and pen paling stuff too. I wanted to kind of put on the channel. Obviously not having addresses and things like that on the channel, but just, it's still arts and crafts and fun, arting and watercoloring and all that jazz. So, thank you everyone, and I'm sorry I couldn't do the reveal right now, but I know it'll be too tedious to do all this on here even longer. And then after that I'll be resining. So, but like I said, look at my Instagram and my Facebooks and look for the final reveal on a true video on those. And happy arting everyone. And again, thank you for your patience. I really appreciate it. And this is what you get with my channel. You get everything, whether it's live or pre-recorded. You get all the things, good, bad, and different. You know, successes and learning experiences and curves and everything. So whether it's recorded or not, I don't practice. I just show and do what I do. All right. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below when you watch the playback or whatever. You know, thumbs up, like I said, and share, subscribe, and all that jazz. All right, again, everyone, happy arting, and God bless.